Thank you all of you for joining our AI/ML class from all parts of the world. So I must say good morning to the students from India, good evening to the students from USA, and good afternoon to my students from Australia. So this is my LinkedIn profile. My name is Lakshmi. I have 25 years of experience in IT. I live in Melbourne, Australia. I'm a citizen there. But I just last 4 days back, I traveled to India. It is summer holidays in Melbourne, so I came with family to see my family members back home in India. I have extensive experience of 25 years in IT. I worked as a Java programmer in UK and I worked as a delivery manager, account manager in Tech Mahindra. I moved to new ways of working coach, agile coach, and worked as an agile coach for in Belgium, also in National Australia Bank. You can see my LinkedIn profile here. And let me turn off. So, and I floated this company, hands-on agile coaching company in 2022. We have been training the students in a practical way. Like Parminder earlier pointed out very well, like we are getting the basic theoretical trainings or basic learnings, all parts on the social media nowadays. You open ChatGPT, you ask, you are going to get good amount of information. You open Google or you open, lot of resources are available. But what is really lacking for the people to learn in a practical way is the real-time capability. Unless I strongly believed in one thing from the beginning, unless we do, we are going to learn. We are not going to learn. I kindly request all of you to please go on mute. If you have any question, you can drop in the chat box. Unless we practically do it ourselves, we won't be learning. So if I drive the car and ask someone, hey, this is how you are going to drive the car, and you are not driving, you are just watching driving the car on the YouTube or an Udemy. If you're not driving it, you're not going to become a good car driver. Okay, it's important for all of us to do it. Then only we will face the challenges, we will understand the subject in a better way, we will be able to get hold on the subject. That's the reason I can name my company as Hands-on Agile Coaching. Why I named Agile? Agile is more about flexibility. The technology is exponentially evolving, so it is important to embrace the change. So we are seeing the change in the market exponentially nowadays, especially with the cybersecurity, AI/ML, artificial and Azure data engineering. So that is the reason. So okay, let me share my website. Just a minute. This is my website. So right now we are training the students on DevSecOps, AI/ML, the cybersecurity, and Power BI, Tech Business Analyst, Project Management, Scaled Agile Framework, etc. And this is not the first time what we are doing. This is my WhatsApp, and I'm just opening it in my on the recording. So if I just say, for example, AI, you're going to see the AI related batches here. If I just say cyber security, you will see the cyber security batches here. And similarly, let's say uh, I just say PSM, practical Scrum training. These are all the practical Scrum trainings batches that we have done, and yeah, plenty. And this is the another Telegram channel. You see that 6,100 people are there. If you are interested, you can join this group. The main advantage that you're going to get about this group is a lot of the free webinars on the emerging trends, the guidance, the job opportunities. I post a lot, and we have a lot of good amount of recruiters are there. So across the globe, I post. I do get notifications. I share all those notifications as well. So if you are interested, please feel free to join this Telegram group too. Okay, cool. What else? Yeah, somebody asked Vamshi's. So I'm not the trainer, basically. So I'm the director of the company where we are collaboratively doing all these trainings. I personally train the students on the Scrum Master, Product Owner. So the recent one that we have done is the October batch we completed, and I came to India. So I train the students on Scrum Master, Product Owner, Project Management, who who want to pick up a leadership kind of a roles, senior roles. So I train the students. So the last batch that we have done for AIML is, I think, in the August. Here, this is the batch. So you can see here 80 plus 4 people, 84 people. we have done this 10 weekend training program. So this batch has completed successfully.
Lakshmi,
Now we are
sorry to
doing,
stop you. Do you
sorry,
have any
s-
training in Unity programming and all that?
no, we don't have it. We don't have it. All right. Okay. Sorry. So I kindly request you to, if you have any questions, please uh, post it in the in the chat window. Okay. So let us not disturb any flow. Now, I want to introduce our trainer Vamshi. He has been working with me for last 2 years, and he's currently working as an AI scientist in Microsoft. Extensive experience. He's not active on social media, so maybe that's the reason you won't be seeing too many posts about him. But we will understand the depth of his knowledge with the class that he's going to start in 2 minutes. This artificial intelligence and machine learning, whether we accept or not, it is a reality. It is a reality. And recently we heard from Microsoft CEO that AI is no longer not a nice to have skill, but it is a must to have skill for all the employees. So, what is this artificial intelligence, machine learning? What kind of opportunities we have? So, let us start our class with a basic introduction about artificial intelligence and machine learning. The duration of our class is 2 hours 30 minutes. 2 hours 30 minutes today and tomorrow also. All of you are most welcome to join tomorrow. Normally, we make only the day one class free of cost, but this is a year end and lot of children and other people they have more time to upskill. That's the reason we made the second class, tomorrow's class also open to all. So today, I think at least for 1 hour, we are going to understand about introduction to artificial intelligence, machine learning, then we will step into the Python basics. Tomorrow we will be focusing more on the Python programming, which is very, very important for all the AI professionals. Even as a project manager or a delivery lead, we need to understand what is going on the ground so that we can realistically guide the development team to build the models, to train the models, so that these AI models can perform the work on their own. We need to embrace the automation. This is the new ways of working, my dear students. So I'm in touch with a lot of delivery managers across the globe, and trust me, companies are heavily investing the money in the AI space and in the cybersecurity space. If you are not convinced, you can just open your chat GPT, simply ask, hey, I am planning to take oops, Hey ChatGPT, I am planning to take artificial intelligence machine learning with GenAI on the Azure cloud environment. Is it really recommended? What kind of demand we have in the market? So I'm having the ChatGPT 5.2, latest one. Is highly recommended in today's job market with some practical context and expectations. Look at this. AML roles see high demand across the sectors, e-commerce, healthcare, telecom, all these things. Cloud skills are expected with the AI. Many jobs now explicitly require the cloud expertise because AI solutions in productions are usually deployed in the cloud platform. Request to go on mute, please. So why Azure specifically is valuable? Market adoption. Microsoft Azure is one of the leading cloud platforms globally nowadays. And then Azure, ignore the certifications we will cover. So Azure AI engineer skills, realistic. Okay, cool. All right, now I want to introduce Vamshi. Hello, Vamshi. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. I'm stopping my screen and you can share your screen and help us. What is this AI ML? Try to go the syllabus in detail, set the context, and let us a deep dive. Thank you very much, Vamshi.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone, and hello, everyone. I hope many of you people might be joining from different parts of the globe. Once again, hello, and welcome to this session on AI/ML. And So before we start with this, see, I'm working in this AI space for about overall of 18 plus years of experience I'm having into this IT field, but into this space, I'm having 10 years of experience. So out of my experience, right, and the current state of AI, so I'll tell you all the things. What exactly is AI into right now, and what we need to learn, especially. So we have been through some kind of the traditional ML kind of things, and again data science kind of roles, everything. But today, generative AI is the new trend, right? So you people know this one. So let us try to understand what exactly those things are. And again, I'll also give you a roadmap of what we'll be learning and what kind of skills are expected and what kind of roles. See, there are a lot of roles in the job market, but let me tell you, as a basic or a beginner kind of level, what you can expect and what kind of job roles will you can expect after this course. So we'll also walk you down through the course contents and we'll dive into the concepts here. Fine. All right. Now, guys, I'm not going to tell you about the definitions here. So this is not about any kind of showing you some kind of beautiful slides and presentations here. So my way of teaching is something different. See, uh, very see, my way of teaching would be in a practical way because you need to understand the things, how stuff works here. All right. So definitions, if you want, you can Google it out. You can, now you have many different AI assistants also. If you ask it, it can give you a lot of definitions. But the point is you need to understand the concepts here. All right. So AI, if you ask me, right, in a simple way, I'll tell you, it is about mimicking human intelligence. So what is AI is mimicking human intelligence. What do you mean by that one is, so how, see, the way we understand the things, the way we analyze some kind of things, or we perceive some kind of things, or, okay, so AI is also able to do right now. All right, except taste. All right, except fine. So we call this cognitive abilities here. All right. Now, if you go by the definition, so there are a lot of things as I told you. So AI refers to the computer systems or machines that can perform complex tasks normally done by human reasoning, decision making, creating, etc. So you get a lot of definitions likewise. See, it works with some kind of math logic, not some. So you need, if you go deeper into this one, right, you'll be getting some kind of maths and statistics kind of things here. But again, I would assure you, I'll put down the things in much simpler way so that everyone can understand here. All right. Now, before we dive into this particular concepts, right, let me tell you a few things here. AI is not any new concept. Only the thing is that we are able to leverage its power today, right? Because of the rise of computing powers or the storage mediums or the storage techniques or the advancements into this field, right? Now we are able to look at the powers of AI, or we are able to use AI right now in our daily lives. See, so directly or indirectly, we are using AI, but we do not know that one. I would suggest all of you to go to this one, AI timeline, because see, you need to at least know what is happening in this field because you are learning about this kind of technology. But what is happening? What is the current state of AI right now? And what were the earlier things? What were the discoveries or inventions? All right. So it started with one person. Of course, there are a lot of people in this space, but he is the actual person, Alan Turing.
Vamshi,
Okay,
sorry,
Alan Turing. You
couple of
can Google it
seconds.
out.
Your
So
voice is dropping off. Could you please check
oh,
your network, Vamshi?
I'm having a good network.
Good network is there, right? Okay, let's
Mhm.
continue. Maybe at my side, couple of seconds now and then. It's okay. Continue.
No,
Just,
it is
just
dropping. It is
I-
dropping. I think there
It
is a
is
drop.
dropping, right? Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
Yep.
you're
it
right.
is, yes.
Maybe if you can please
yeah,
move
right. Is it
towards
okay now?
where this, yeah, sounds better. Yep.
Fine. All right. So it was about this person who has first formulated the term machine learning. All right. So it was in 1950s. At those point of time, he was the living legend. I mean, AI legend actually. So he was also called the father of AI at those point of time. So, I mean, see, 1950s is curated, and again, he has, coined the term machine learning, right? So, this legendary mathematician and AI scientist from UK. So, he's from UK. I mean, he has raised this question: can machines think here? All right. So, that was his, kind of concept here. So, according to him, right? I mean, see, what his concept was. So he told that if a machine can trick humans into thinking it is a human, then it has intelligence. Okay, so this is what he has told. I mean, so you can also Google it out what I'm saying. So about Alan Turing. So he proposed a Turing test here. So his concept was about Turing test. At those point of time, right, AI was into such a state that it performed only particular task here. So simple calculations and some kind of thing. So you can understand a perfect device like calculator at those point of time. So see, if you look at the calculator, it can perform some kind of basic calculations. Of course, today we have the scientific calculators. You can even perform some advanced operations into that one. Okay, so using that one. But at those point of time, think about, see, even, I mean, we have learned these things, right? So at those point of time, we did not had enough computing powers. Even the computer was also in the size of a one particular big room. All right. So one particular big room or some kind of building, whatever you can understand. Fine. So that was the, I mean, even the computation powers or it used to take a lot of time to process certain things here. But each test proposed, so he proposed some kind of test, which, see, states that, I mean, it is about solving a particular task here. All right. So later on in 1955, post 1955, so John McCarthy, he was another popular scientist into this space. So he again proposed some other kind of thing. So he told that, AI or machine learning. I mean, especially the backbone of AI is machine learning. I mean, if you call me, right? I mean, see, if you ask me, I would say that machine learning is the backbone of AI because without machine learning, there is no other kind of concept at all. Because see, you need to make it understand. It has to first understand the things, and again, only then it can give you some kind of results here. It could be anything. You might be going for some kind of forecasting, prediction, or anything. All right. But the ultimate thing is, I mean, it need to understand. So how do you make it understand? How do you put that intelligence into that machine? So that is primary thing here. All right. So likewise, I mean, so we have different kinds of things here. Now, first, let me tell you the present state of AI or what are the different types of AI we have here. All right. So, artificial narrow intelligence, fine. So, this is the stage one. So, if you ask me, right, there are three stages of AI: artificial narrow intelligence, and then we have artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence. So, artificial narrow intelligence, or this is also called as narrow AI. All right, narrow AI. Now, this form of AI, so is especially deals with some kind of machine learning stuff, some simple machine learning stuff here. So we are all because see, now you're speaking to some kind of bots. You might be having Apple Siri, Amazon Alexa. Okay, so different other kind of bots or something. So we are making use of that one. So what you do, you ask it some kind of questions, so it reverts you with some kind of answer in some kind of way. Right? So this is where, I mean, see, it is basically used to solve a specific task here. Sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry, guys, but I don't know. I mean, see, I have a stable network only because there is no, let me, might be sometimes it might be happening. Okay, I don't know, but I mean, see, it is fine here for me, but I'm really sorry. Okay,
Your AI is not
fine.
working, man.
Coup-
Sorry.
couple of seconds, it's just dropping. Yeah, please continue, Vamshi.
I think when you open up some other windows, maybe
Mhm.
just check what is running behind in the system.
Okay,
That's
nothing is
It's
running.
it's working
that's fine.
fine
That's
for
fine.
me. So if you're in good bandwidth, it's all working fine. I mean, just wanted to
Yeah.
let you know.
All right,
Thank you.
perfect. All right, please continue, Vamshi.
Fine, thank you. Okay. Fine. So that was about narrow intelligence or narrow AI. I mean, it solves a specific task here. It is mainly especially used to solve a specific task here. So now the second stage of AI. So right now we are into this particular stage, artificial general intelligence. Now what is this AI is about? So this AI is as smart as a human. Now that means it can take some kind of decisions with some kind of supervision. That means we supervise it. So we actually train it to perform a particular task here. So we use it in different ways. So even in different fields also we are using it. For example, in healthcare, we are using it to detect some kind of patient outcomes or disease outbreaks here. All right. So, I mean, different other kind of fields also. If you take the case of retail scenarios, so it is able to even recommend you some kind of products, or even if you take the case of Netflix kind of movie recommendations, it can also recommend you some kind of movies or web series or something. So this is that stage of AI where it could take some kind of decisions with some kind of supervision. Now, I mean, again, see, even if you go with, there are a lot of examples today with this kind of scenario. I mean, right now we are into this particular state here, right? So it refers to a computer system that is as smart as human across the board here. So with supervision, it can outsmart humans also. All right. So that is the form of AI we have. We are living with this one. And generative AI. So today, agentic AI or AI agents, I mean, everything comes under this particular kind of state here. Fine. And then see, we have another kind of stage, that is stage three or the advanced stage of AI, which is also called artificial super intelligence. So this form of AI is something which is more than a human brain here. All right. And every big tech giant right today, so they're, going with AI wars, right? You people know this one across the globe. Okay. So they are vying for this particular intelligence, right? So super intelligence. Now, if this becomes a reality, right? Whoever tries to achieve this kind of intelligence, right? So we will be ruling the world here. Fine. Now, this is more than human consciousness. So it can lead to some kind of, okay. So distractions also. And again, see, many movies, Hollywood movies have also been inspired. And so we have a lot of movies on this kind of concept also, especially these two kind of concepts here. Now, so we have some kind of examples today. So like Tesla car, right? Tesla car. So driverless car here. All right. Even many other automakers are also coming with such kind of concepts here. So if you take the case of BMW, Mercedes Benz, or some other kind of, automakers also. I'm speaking only, I'm naming only few here. All right. So Tesla cars, right? Now, if you look at that, let me tell you, there are a lot of AI stuff involved in that one. So that is not only one technology, guys. All right. So, because see, now I'll tell you something. Today we have a form of AI. I mean, it's collection of AI. If you ask me, right? So we have some kind of bunch of technologies in AI. It's a collection of technologies in AI. AI is not any some kind of single technology or some kind of software or something. See, it works. Collectively. What I mean to say is, now look at this one. For example, okay, so yesterday I've shared you this particular stuff actually. I don't know how many of you people have gone through this one, but let me tell you, see, AI and subfields, these are the major subfields in AI we have as of now. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and of course, we also have data science related kind of stuff also. We'll also discuss that one. So what is this one? So we'll try to understand all these kind of things here. And again, if you ask me the key components, right? So we have machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, NLP, computer vision, cognitive computing. Okay, so you might have even heard about this kind of stuff, right? At least the keywords here. Okay, so I will dive deeper into this kind of things here now. So all right. So where exactly did AI come from? So AI grew as a specialized field within computer science, the discipline that powers everything from hardware and programming languages to operating systems and algorithms needed for automatically processing information by computers. All right. So now, as I told you, in 1950s, so he was the first kind of guy who has coined this term machine learning. So at this point of time, I even told you that he was called as the living legend of AI. So later on, see, in the due to the advancements of this kind of inventions or some kind of things, right? So John McCarthy has also proposed some kind of definition of AI. So AI is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. So he proposed this kind of statement here. But see, let me tell you, over a time, this definition, due to the advancements of different things in the computing field, and of course in the field of AI, so this definition got evolved into this one. So the creation of machines that learn, reason, make decisions, and mimic human-like intelligence to solve problems. So that's the reason I told you. See, now we actually learn something, we analyze something. I mean, so we call them as cognitive behaviors, right? So cognitive behaviors, like we see something, we can analyze something, we can, okay, so hear something. Likewise, even AI can perform certain things here. So like how it can analyze some kind of things, whether it could be a data or something, or it could see something. Now, if you see, AI has also been introduced into some kind of traffic signals here. So where it can look at some kind of things here. I'll also tell you that. All right. So in today's data-driven world, right? So AI is defined as this particular thing. The systems that perceive their environment, that means they understand their environment here. So they try to understand what is that environment about. Now, for example, I can create some kind of AI agent or some kind of AI robot, right? Okay, so which works in a kitchen. The same kind of, robot, it can't work in other environment. Okay, so likewise. I mean, so it can collect and interpret data, reason over inferred knowledge, make decisions, and take actions to achieve a goal. So AI is about how do you want to make use of it. More to understand about AI, right? So what is that you're trying to solve here? Whether you want some kind of data analysis, or whether you want to go with some kind of predictions, okay, or whether you want to go with some kind of, product recommendations or something. So based on that one, you need to design an AI system in such way. Because see, AI is a broad field. How do you want to use it depends upon what kind of goal you're trying to solve, or what kind of problem statement you're trying to solve here, right? So let us look at with other examples also. Fine. I think we have discussed this one, right? Types of AI. All right. So let me tell you some important things about AI was artificial general intelligence. Now we have discussed about the narrow AI and the artificial general intelligence, right? So we'll see this one. Now examples of AI. So examples of AI in today's scenario, we have assistants here, Gen. I mean, see, we also are able to leverage this Gen AI assistants also, Gen AI kind of things here. So facial recognition, product recommendations, autonomous industrial robots, and something. All right. On the other hand, AGI, artificial general intelligence. So as I told you, it is some kind of advanced kind of machine. Now, if you take the case of a Tesla car, so as I told you, right, it actually has a lot of stuff into that one. That means it works as a collection of AI systems here. It's not only about single AI. It has machine learning concept involved in that one. It has a deep learning concept involved in that one. Because see, when it travels on the road, right, it has to perceive that environment. It has to even identify the objects as well. So, for example, if suddenly some kind of object comes in between, that object could be anything. It could be an vehicle, or it could be a person, or it could be someone. All right. So, if it, see, it has to understand that one, and it has to stop there. All right. And wherever it has to take some kind of left or right kind of turns, it has to automatically understand those things. And again, it has to, make out that kind of decision. Again, see, suddenly if some kind of signal falls in between, all right, so it has to understand, it has to stop or move forward something, all right. So this is a little bit more advanced than the this state of AI, all right. So now, let again, based on this one, right, let me ask you a few things, guys, all right. So I want the session to be interactive. So see this for everyone. See, no matter you might be having knowledge into this one already, you might be learning from some. I hope some of you people told me that you are learned some kind of definitions or some kind of stuff from Udemy or something else. Okay, so no matter what, from wherever, whatever your background is, these questions are for everyone. So you can even answer this one. So I'm asking in a general perspective. It is not about programming or some kind of things here. All right. So AI comes in different forms, but not all AI is created equal. Some AI systems are designed for specific tasks, while others, in theory, could match human intelligence. Sort the following AI types into the correct category. So I want you people to sort which is a narrow AI. Narrow AI means this general, this form of AI, and the other one is AGI. All right, you do have four options, guys. Fine. So can you tell me which comes under narrow AI and which comes under the artificial general intelligence? Okay. ACBD, fine. So narrow AI, which is narrow AC, let us work with the options here. No, the first option is AI that surpasses human intelligence in all areas. So this is a form of AGI. right? And then chatbots like GPT. Now we have many different kinds of chatbots today. All right. So AI assistants and chatbots. So a fully sentient robot. So what do you mean by this one? That means it is a fully, trained kind of robot which solves a specific task here. I mean, see, it could be working in a specific environment here. But if you go with self-driving cars, right? Self-driving cars is purely an example of artificial general intelligence. All right. So I could tell, A, D are options about AGI. Now, what about BC? BNC. So chatbots like GPT, we already have discussed this one, right? Like Google, see, we have Apple Siri. Okay, so Microsoft Cortana, Google Assistant. Okay, so the see, this chatbots comes under the narrow AI, all right, or the general AI. Fine. And what about C? What about C? A fully sentient robot. Given this question, right? So let me tell you something. See, it's not ASI. ASI is something which can, like for example, it can do anything here. All right. So we are not into that particular state as of now. So because see, let me tell you, even I'm working in this research field, I can tell you. So we need to even evolve a lot of things. We need to learn a lot of things. Again, we need require a lot of computing powers also, in order to achieve that one. That's the reason you could see a lot of, data centers are coming up today. Okay, so AI data centers. Because see, in order to capture that intelligence, right? In order to develop such kind of intelligence, we require huge computing powers. Huge in the sense, you cannot think about even that one. See, that fast, so we require them. It takes a lot of time, guys. Okay. And see, today, every big tech giant is also after that one. So they are actually vying for that one. The tech wars is about that one. ASI, artificial superintelligence. Fine. So look at this one, artificial narrow intelligence. So as I told you, so chatbots like GPT, see, of course, narrow. See, D is not about this one. Okay, so self-driving cars comes under AGI, guys. Okay, so artificial general intelligence. But see, again, A is an option about the artificial general intelligence. B is an option about narrow AI. Fine. Now, C also, comes under artificial general intelligence here. Fine. And now, let me also ask you some other question. AI has made its way into virtually every application domain. Although its application is relatively simpler task has been investigated for decades now, some emerging applications in recent years are exploiting its full potential even more. These applications are one step closer to the idea of artificial general intelligence. Can you identify which of the applications and trends listed below are good examples of important AI advances made in recent years? Recent years. So, which of these options are part of AI? Where you can see the recent advancements into AI. Product recommendations in an online shopping portal, and again, self-driving cars, predicting rain probability tomorrow based on historical daily weather data, and writing text that describes step-by-step cookie recipe. Now, guys, let me tell you, let me explain you the concepts here. Okay. See, self-driving cars and writing text that describes step-by-step cookie recipe will be part of this kind of AI advancements, recent advancements. Because see, self-driving cars, as I told you, it involves a lot of AI stuff here. It is not about only one technology. So it involves a lot of things here. And let me tell you, all these different forms of AI we have, right? Machine learning, deep learning, and everything. So they do not work in isolation, guys. We use them collectively based upon what kind of stuff you're trying to solve. So as I told you, what kind of goal you have, what is that problem statement you're trying to solve? So it depends upon that one. So we use the kind of stuff or the kind of technology accordingly. Fine. Now writing text that describes step-by-step cookie recipe. So now the present form of AI, so we have a generative AI, right? Generative AI. So if you ask it some kind of step-by-step kind of cookie recipe also, it can give you, it can detail you all the steps here. So this is a recent advancement into this particular field here. Fine. So now again, see, look at this, predicting rain probability tomorrow based on historical daily weather data. So this is, see, this is a traditional form of machine learning. So this is about forecasting something or predicting something. So when you want to predict something or forecast something, right? You also need to have a past data. That means historical data. So based upon the historical data and the current data, only then we can analyze something. We can predict something. So it comes under the traditional ML kind of stuff. So it is the older kind of AI stuff here. And product applications also we are able to see. This is not a new stuff, right? So again, this is some kind of older AI stuff only. All right. So the answers could be B and D, guys. All right. Now, let me also tell you something. See, other question. So, out of your knowledge, right? Can you arrange these steps in an order? See, below are some kind of steps needed to establishing an AI-based workflow. So, quantitative machine learning to diagnose diabetes predicted on historical patients' data. Guided by the definition of AI itself, your task is to arrange these steps in the most logical order. Forget about machine learning. See what kind of order. You think. Would be the correct way. Can you tell me the order, guys? Go through all the options. Just try to identify the step-by-step kind of procedure. 31245, 31425. Okay. Fine. 31452. 34512. Okay. Fine. Okay. Any other answers? Mm-hmm. All right. So what could be the first option, guys? See, it is a workflow based kind of model. So you need to diagnose some kind of disease. All right. So based upon the patient's data. All right. So what could be the first option here? The first option is to collect the data, right? You need to have the data in order to implement any kind of stuff. Okay, so on that particular data, right? Whether you want to predict something or whether you want to go with some kind of, so analysis on that one, you first need to have some kind of data. All right. So that means out of all these kind of options, see, look at this one. So option three, okay, so will be the first choice here. Then 31452. So look at your answers, guys. Okay. So then you need to organize the data and fed it to an AI system for diabetes diagnosing. All right. So first, after we have some kind of data, right? Then what we do is we fed it to some kind of AI algorithm. Now, do not worry about AI algorithm. We'll learn that stuff later. Fine. So this is a general perspective I'm asking you. Then what you do, so after you feed the data to the AI system, right, then it actually does some kind of reasoning. That means it will analyze some kind of data. So whatever the data you have given it to, right, so it will analyze that kind of data now. All right. Then what it will do, so it will output a diagnosis for the patient. That means after understanding that particular data, right, it will give you some kind of assumptions here. All right. Then based on that one, so based on the diagnosis results, right, it will initiate treatment for the patient here. So this is what, it is step-by-step kind of procedure. So in real world also, when you have some kind of problem statement, you can solve, see the AI system need to be, you need to go a step-by-step kind of way. So in machine learning, we'll be doing that one. Fine. So when we go with machine learning, right, I'll tell you a detailed step-by-step kind of analysis. But even before machine learning, we also learn some other kind of stuff called EDA. So data analysis and EDA, exploratory data analysis, we call it as using statistics and some things. So we learn all those things. Okay, so later. Fine. Now, what can AI do? So do not be in a assumption that AI can do everything here. Okay. So don't be in a assumption that AI can solve anything, AI can do anything. No. So we are not into that particular state fully, guys. So as I told you, right, artificial super intelligence is where, every tech giant is actually, struggling about. That means they are actually eyeing for that particular kind of stuff here. All right. So still today we have some kind of form of AI, so which cannot solve everything. Of course, see, there are major breakthroughs in AI we have. It can, even it can make you life easier. Like for example, now you take the case of Gen AI. So with GenAI, right? Or let us take, for example, let us go with ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot. Now, if you ask it some kind of question, it can even help you. It can make your things simpler, actually. All right. But let me tell you, there are also certain things which it cannot solve here. So first, let us try to understand what is AI capable of. So AI is capable of ability to make predictions and inferences, recognizing patterns in the data, optimizing complex processes, and automating repetitive tasks. So this is where, automating this particular task. Now we are able to even hear about some kind of AI agents, all right? AI agents, agentic AI workflows. Okay, so that is about automating certain tasks here. Now, what about this one? Ability to make predictions and inferences. See, predictions is nothing but forecasting. So, we already have some kind of stuff. So what we can do, can implement those kind of algorithms on the data, and we can, predict some things. Let's say, based upon the data, I want to predict what can be the next week sales about Apple iPhones. How many iPhones can be sold, or what could be the overall sales of Apple iPhones next week, and I can predict. So that is some kind of prediction. So if I have the past data and if I have the current data, right, I can easily make out some kind of predictions. This is possible. All right. And then again, see, recognizing patterns in the data. So how it is able to analyze some kind of data, in what way it is able to understand the data. So it can easily understand the patterns in the data. All right. So again, see, optimizing complex processes. Optimization means, like, for example, things, right? It can even suggest you something, suggesting. All right. So this is where we are also using this in some kind of recommendation systems and something else here. Now look at product recommendations over Amazon or some kind of Netflix model. So where it can even recommend you some kind of web series or movies based upon the kind of genres that you're interested into. All right. So predictions, inferences, fine. Now, so other pattern, see, if you go with the pattern recognition, right? Like we have clustering. So clustering, especially we use it in real-time scenarios here, retail scenarios. All right. Now again, anomaly detection. So anomaly detection is used in banking and financial kind of scenarios like credit card fraud detections. Okay. So loan predictions here, fraud transactions here. So they are using machine learning to solve this kind of cases here. So all these are into reality, guys. See, AI directly or indirectly, we are using AI. Now, if you, even go with a Google search, right? So Google search could also, see, in the background, right? It has some kind of powerful machine learning algorithm where it can give you the relevant websites or the kind of content that you're looking for. All right. So you can see, even if you go with Amazon, for example, you might be searching for some kind of products here, but it can recommend you some other kind of stuff based upon the products that you're searching for. So Netflix is also the same kind of thing. So, in the background, right, that algorithm will be trying to understand or trying to learn what kind of things you're interested in. All right. So now, generative AI. Now, today, so we have this new form of AI, generative AI. So, what are the generative AI? So, it's a new form of AI where it can give you some kind of user defined kind of content here. So, especially in the format of text, images, music, audio, video kind of things here. Fine. So, it is a form of AI, a new form of AI, which can help you with generating a new kind of content, especially in the format of text, images, music, and something. Fine. Now you have ChatGPT in Microsoft browsers, right? You have some kind of Microsoft Copilot. All right. So Google, Gemini. You might have heard about all these things also, right? So let's say, for example, now this is some kind of Microsoft Copilot. In your Edge browsers, you can find this one, right? So now you type in something. So let's say you can even ask it something, but let me tell you, see what kind of content or what kind of stuff it can return you as a result here. So especially it can result you, see, it can give you the output, especially in the format of a text and some kind of code here. Okay, code. And then some kind of image format, audio format. Okay, so video format. All right, so these are the kind of stuff it can help you generate. So now generative AI. So in see generative AI. So what is this one? If you elaborate it, right, I can tell you something. So we generate something with AI. Okay, generate with AI. All right. So what you're generating here. So let's say I want to write some kind of content for my blog post here. Or let's say I want to, like for example, go with some kind of code. I want to solve some kind of code here. I'm stuck with some kind of code. So it can even help me with generating this kind of code here. Or else, like, say, for example, I want to generate some kind of images. All right. So I can give it some kind of prompt. I want to generate it some kind of images here. Or else I want to, see, make out some kind of audio kind of things here. All right. I want to create some kind of video out of some kind of prompt here. So this is where, generative AI comes today. All right. Now, in the traditional format, right? Traditional format of AI, we had, see, machine learning in the traditional AI. So we had something called as machine learning. All right. Then, see, we also had some kind of stuff called as deep learning. All right. Deep learning. Now, what is deep learning is deep learning especially works on the concept of human brain. So we have the concept of neurons, right? Okay, it works on the concept of artificial neural networks. I'll tell you that one. All right. Now, generative AI. So, see, you can ask it some kind of question. Like, for example, you can even open Chat GPT. It can even give you something. You can ask it some kind of stuff here. So even you can ask it this particular Microsoft. This is Microsoft Copilot. You have you can find it in your Edge browsers, as I told you. So likewise, there are different kinds of generative AI assistants also, where it can help us in solving different kinds of things today. All right. Now, when it comes with the case of optimization, so as I told you, right, optimization is where you can use it in some kind of transportation kind of things, especially if you go with your Google Maps and Apple Maps or something. When you ask it some kind of address or something, right, it can suggest you the best, shortest route here. All right, so that is about optimization. So how you're using AI into that one. Fine. So for example, some kind of examples in this case are AI helps delivery services determine the fastest routes here. All right. So for example, let's say you have three different routes to reach your office from your home. Now see, you can also ask it to suggest a best route. Okay. So about that one. And again, supports energy grids in operating efficiently, enables travel companies to set dynamic pricing strategies that maximize revenue. So it can help us in different ways here. Now, for example, we do have different products here. So, see, these retailers will be giving you some kind of sales, right? Now, we had Black Friday. Okay, so kind of sales here. Now, coming, we have Christmas sales here. So they want to go with some kind of sales. They want to give some kind of sales here. So there is also a study behind that one. So what kind of discounts or what kind of sales they have to give on some kind of products here. All right. So there's a study behind that one. Now, see, retailers and brands also use AI to plan discount campaigns that drive sales by analyzing customer behavior. Fine. So this is about optimization. So the best alternative. All right. Again, automation. We especially this automation is heavily employed in industrial kind of things now. Now, for example, if you look at in US, right, in US, Amazon warehouses have implemented different kinds of bots here, AI bots. Okay, so there, so it will, it will perform some kind of automated related task here, right? So it could help with warehouse related task here. And again, see, you can also use this in some other kind of automaker kind of concepts also, like in automotive manufacturing kind of things here. All right. So as I told you, see, AI can perform certain things, but you also need to understand all of the things cannot be performed by AI also. Because see, sometimes we might have to take some kind of decisions. All right. So, see, let us also try to understand. See, again, AI will also be in a confusion state. Like, for example, if you give the data, like, for example, if that particular data is biased actually. Now, for example, so despite its immersive capabilities, AI has limitations here. All right. So for example, conversational AI solutions like chatbots excel at answering human inquiries. That means, see, if you ask it some kind of questions, it can give you some kind of answers. Okay, so that task it can perform very well. All right. But new situations, like for example, if you ask it, a new kind of stuff here. All right. Or let's say if you ask it to tell you about some kind of your bank balance or what would you make in your new job here. So can it answer something? No, right? So because see, it has not been trained on that particular aspect, or it has it did not get trained on that particular kind of concept here. So it has some kind of limitations as well. And here, about the present state of AI, so many organizations and governments are also coming up with some kind of regulations on AI, how to use AI in a safer way. All right. Because as I told you, right? So if, see, AI can be useful when you use it in a proper way, or it can be also destructive if you use it in a wrong way. All right. So that's the thing. Now, which AI capability is most essential for a system that helps a delivery company find the fastest routes for their drivers? So see, fastest route for the drivers is, I told you this kind of example, right? So you have some kind of different routes to reach your office here. Now you ask some AI system to suggest you the best alternate route here. So that is about optimization, guys. So it comes under optimization. Fine. Now, prediction AI with generative AI. All right. So now what you need to do from the option below, identify the predictive AI and generative AI examples from the list of options below. So you need to find out which comes under prediction and which is a generative AI kind of examples. Okay, I'm getting some answers here. BC. So what is that BC? Can you please let me know? Is it prediction or generative something? Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. I'll go, slower. I'm sorry. Fine. Okay, B and E are generative. Okay, so let me look at that. Create a fictitious picture of yourself as an astronaut stepping on the moon. Fine. Compose a piece of classical music that resembles some of Chopin's nocturnes. Okay. So, yes, of course, B and E comes under generative, guys. See, generative AI, as I told you, generative AI, see, you can understand in a much simpler way, guys. Okay, so see, I have expanded it in this way. Okay, so you generate something with AI. So, what is that something that you generate? So, you generate something in the format of text or code, an image, audio, and video. Okay, you can simply understand generative AI in this way. Now look at these options here. So B and E are of course generative AI stuff. What about A? Categorize some penguin observations into the species they may belong to. So this is purely a form of traditional machine learning kind of stuff here. All right. And then C. Estimate the value of a house for sale based on physical and demographic features. This is again comes under prediction kind of things. So again, see, this is predictive AI. Forecast the Indian rupee and US dollars exchange rate over the next week here. So see, the name itself tells you there is a clear answer here, forecasting. So it comes under prediction. So A and again C and D. So these are all comes under predictive AI and generative AI. C is B and E. All right. Now, so can you tell me about this one? Imagine a smart city scenario. We want to deploy an intelligent traffic light system where traffic lights operate and switch their status dynamically based on real-time traffic conditions. This solution will help improve traffic conditions, reduce congestion, etc., which AI-led process is essential in this scenario. Okay, B is machine learning, A is deep learning. Okay, so natural language processing. Oh. Okay, NLP doesn't comes under this concept. Right? Okay, no problem. Guys, please do not do in this way. It will be a kind of disturbance. Okay, any other answers? See what you need to do. See this. See, again, let me tell you. We want to deploy an intelligent traffic light system where traffic lights operate and switch their status dynamically based on real-time traffic conditions. Uh, Okay, this is, practical in today's world also. So popular, cities across the globe have this kind of intelligent traffic systems today. In New York, we have, I don't know about LA, Los Angeles, but again, New York, we have that one. Again, London is also has this one. Sydney has in India, a lot of cities has this kind of systems. Okay, what could be the answer, guys? See, optimization. Okay. Any other answers? B, machine learning. Okay, fine. So let me tell you, it is not NLP, but it is optimization. Now you might think it is a problem of deep learning. See, see, because by looking at the traffic intelligence system, right? So you might understand that it can perceive some things. Okay, so that means it can see some things visually and it can take some kind of decisions. But again, see, now when it comes to the kind of question, right, it has to automatically switch on and off. Okay, so between that means it has to take some kind of decision between the real-time traffic conditions here. So it is a problem statement of optimization. Right. So we'll also try to understand the different areas of AI. So you get some kind of understanding about the different cases of AI. Now, look at this one. I think I've already posted this one, right? So let me show you this. All right. So what is artificial intelligence? I mean, see, as we know, the broadest concept, machines performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. So in short, it is about mimicking human intelligence. That is about artificial intelligence. Now, on the other hand, right, AI has lot of technologies inside that. All right. So you can think of an AI system as some different kinds of techniques it has. Okay. As I told you, you need to use a particular technique based upon the problem statement that you want to solve here. Fine. Now, let us go with machine learning. So, machine learning is a subset of AI. Machines learn how to identify patterns and make predictions from data. So, it analyzes some kind of data. Especially, machine learning is used in predictions. That means forecasting something or classifications. All right, classifying some things. All right. So, identifying whether what is cat and what is dog here based upon the data that we have. Of course. Okay. So again, deep learning, a subset of ML uses layered neural networks to process vast amounts of data. So as I told you, right, deep learning uses the concept of artificial neural networks. Fine. I'll also tell you that one. Okay. And then generative AI, a subset of DL, that is deep learning, creates new content that is text, images, audio, and video based on learned patterns. So all this kind of stuff you take it, Chat GPT, Microsoft Copilot, Google, okay, so Gemini and something else. Okay, so we have different things today, right? Claude AI, okay, so Anthropic, okay, so different Mistral AI, something, whatever you take it, okay, Grok AI, something. Fine. All these AI assistants or generative AI AI assistants, they've all already been trained on huge amounts of data, vast amounts of data. Now, if you ask me vast, right, I may tell you billions and trillions data parameters, I can call it as billions and trillions, not, thousands or something. Fine. So let me tell you some other things here. Now, let us try to understand the different related disciplines of AI. Okay. So you can Google it out. So you'll be getting a lot of stuff here. I'll also tell you the other things. Guys, please do not do this. I request you. Fine. Now, machine learning. So one of the most well-known areas of AI is machine learning, which allows systems to learn from past data and make decisions. See, AI systems got evolved over the years actually through this kind of concept only. And the first concept in AI, what they proposed was machine learning. Because see, firstly, your machine has to understand the data. Okay, because when you're trying to solve some kind of problem statement, right? So it has to understand that particular data, what you're trying to do. Okay, so again, you can instruct it to perform a particular task here. So this is the first and foremost kind of task. So that is why I tell you this is the backbone of AI systems. Any kind of AI system you take it, even Tesla car also. So no matter, see, it has a lot of deep learning involved in that one. But again, the backbone is machine learning only because it has to understand the patterns there. All right. So now, so machine learning is something which learns from past data and takes some kind of decisions here in the format of forecasting something or classifying something, all right, or performing some kind of clustering kind of analysis. So clustering is nothing but in a retail section, right? You see there are a lot of products here. Fine. So people flock to a particular retail store and they purchase a lot of things here. So based upon their interest, so the retailers put some kind of discounts or some kind of sales here. So like 30% off, 50% off and something. All right. So this is a real-time study. In more, we'll be discussing that in clustering when we study that pattern in machine learning. Now, deep learning. It's a powerful branch of machine learning which uses neural networks to tackle some of AI's biggest challenges, from image recognition to game playing AI. See, machine learning today, deep learning today has a lot of stuff, guys, because see, it is the area where you try to solve some kind of complex kind of patterns in the data. What is complex here? For example, let us take the case of an image here. Now I want my machine to understand which is a cat and which is a dog here. Now, if you take the case of cat, we have a lot of breeds in that. Again, dog also have lots of breeds in that one. All right. So it has to clearly identify which is what here. Fine. So that means it has to understand the complexities in that particular data. Fine. And in order to make certain that we actually go with neural networks. Now, if you look at right, see, human brain has the concept of this neurons here. Okay. Similarly, I mean, a deep learning is also designed in the same way. Now, let me give you a very simple example. So, in our childhood days, we have been, see, when we learn some things, right, we learn in a continuous kind of way. Fine. That is how every one of us have learned something like A for apple, A for apple, A for apple, something. So, that means, see, when you learn it in a continuous way, that image gets reflected in your mind, and then it can easily understand that particular pattern here. So when it immediately looks for some kind of A, it immediately see some kind of image. I mean, so reflects in your mind. So A is for something. Unless and until you clearly come into conscious state, right? So we learn something in this way. So deep learning, I mean, we design this particular AI system in such a way, actually. Okay. So I mean, see, I'll tell you how does it exactly work. I mean, when we go with deep learning kind of things, it involves a lot of, I mean, functions actually. Okay. So neural functions and something. So where we make it to understand. But if you look at today's deep learning kind of systems, right, it has a lot of things, guys. Deep learning, especially we process. Okay, so we process this kind of data. So image, audio, again video. That is why we say a generative AI application, I mean, is some kind of form of deep learning. I mean, okay, so it has been, see, already GenAI kind of things, like for example, Chat GPT and these things, right? Okay, so it has already, I mean, trained on some kind of vast amounts of data. So it comes under a deep learning kind of concept here. But what does a deep learning do? What does deep learning help you with? All right. It helps you with analyzing some kind of complexities. Okay, so in this particular kind of data, image, audio, video. Now, let me show you some other stuff here. See, again, the popular technologies inside this one, right? Deep learning. So if I go over, right, you might have heard about something called as computer vision. Computer vision. All right. So it is that area of deep learning where it focuses heavily into some kind of image kind of analysis. Okay. So again, some kind of video kind of analysis. All right. Computer vision. Again, we have NLP where it is some kind of language of the bots here. All right. So this, if you call it right, it is the language of the bots here. So that means, see, if your bot is able to understand your natural language. Now, today, if you write, if you can ask it in many different kinds of languages on which it has been trained. I'm not telling all the languages that we have in this entire world here. I'm telling you that, I mean, see, it has been trained on some kind of languages here. And if you ask it in that particular natural language, right, it can even understand things and it can even give you some kind of results here. So this is the technology behind that particular bots here, NLP, natural language processing. All right. So these are the, I mean, kind of stuff we have again in deep learning. So these are some kind of specialized areas. So how computer vision helps us, I'll also show you some kind of document, especially as I told you, right? Today in popular cities across the globe, this intelligent traffic systems are being employed. Now I'll tell you the case of New York traffic, intelligent traffic light systems here. All right. So computer vision. Computer vision is an area of AI that deals with visual processing. Visual, that means you see something. All right. So let's explore some of the possibilities that computer vision brings here. Fine. So let me tell you something. See what it can help you with. So, for example, as I told you, right, New York traffic light systems here. Okay, intelligent traffic signal kind of systems here. So, image classification. When you give it some kind of image about some kind of object here, it can easily understand it and it can even tell you what kind of object it is. For example, if it looks at here, right, it can easily tell you that it is a taxi. But see, it has already been trained on that particular thing, so it can easily classify something. And that intelligent traffic light system has been deployed across New York. Okay, so that, I mean, see, it can regulate the traffic here. It can, I mean, even identify the people or some kind of persons or something, whatever it is, the vehicles or something, which violates traffic rules here. And again, see, they also issue some kind of automated traffic fines and something. Or it can even, I mean, connect to the traffic, I mean, systems here, and they can monitor across. Okay. And then object detection. When it comes to the case of object detection, right, it can easily identify what is that particular object about. So whether it is a bus, whether it is some kind of taxi or whether it's some kind of other kind of vehicle, it can easily identify. See, it can easily identify, I mean, about the people also, what they're doing. So they are cyclists here. So they are cycling something. Okay, fine. And then so that is about object detection. And then see, semantic segmentation. Semantic segmentation, right? I'm sorry, guys, about this one. Okay. Guys, just give me a minute. Just a minute. All right. Let me share this once again. Semantic segmentation. So before it concludes about that particular object, see, we have some kind of concept called as semantic segmentation. It will try to understand or it will try to identify the object based on its pixel patterns here. Okay, based on its pixel patterns. Now, image has some kind of pixels, right? Okay, so based on that one, it will try to identify what is that particular object about. Okay, that is about semantic segmentation. Now, image analysis. Now, this is again another advanced form of deep learning. So it will tell you what are the objects doing in that particular image or that particular video also. All right. So, for example, a person with a dog on a street here. So it will give you this kind of information. So, I mean, see, so he's traveling on that particular road. So he's having a dog with him. Okay, so it can give you this kind of thing, image analysis or video kind of analysis. All right. Then see, facial detection, analysis, and recognition. Now, I mean, see, even in Hollywood movies also, you can see this kind of, I mean, things. Okay. So, I mean, it can easily identify based upon the facial detection or facial patterns here. Okay. Who is that particular person? All right. So then optical character recognition. So, I mean, it can easily even identify the stuff which has embossed on some kind of walls or some kind of, I mean, papers. It can easily identify some kind of different languages also. All right. So optical character recognition. Fine. Now you see, I mean, even the this people, I mean, we call them as this one, right? Archaeological departments. Okay, so wherever they find certain patterns, historical kind of things here, or they find something, they are also using this technology to detect some kind of things here, to identify certain things. All right. So this is about, I mean, the computer vision. I mean, especially if you go deeper into the computer vision kind of things, if you want to solve, right? So now with the help of this cloud, especially Azure and again AWS, right? We could also solve different things today, all right, in this particular field. So what I mean to tell is, see, AI depends upon what kind of things you're trying to solve here. Okay, so that is why it will take you a lot of time to, I mean, master all these things here. So you should be proficient in one specific kind of area. All right. So deep learning. So deep learning involves all this kind of stuff here. Fine. Knowledge representation and reasoning. Knowledge representation means now AI systems understand certain things here. And it, see, whatever data it is able to understand, right? It uses that data to reason something. All right, reason something. Now, for example, if you take the case of Gen AI, and if I ask my Gen AI system that I'm hungry, please suggest me certain things here. So it can suggest you certain foods based upon the kind of interest you're having. All right. So that is some kind of reasoning. All right. So again, robotics here. Robotics especially is employed in industrial, I mean, kind of things. So especially if you look at auto kind of manufacturing kind of units, right? So they employ this kind of robotics. And as I told you, across US, Amazon has a lot of bots in their warehouse. So I mean, they're also employing this robot bots actually. Computer vision. So we have understood. Fine. So we have understood computer vision. All right. NLP. So as I told you, it is the language of bots. So it is the ability to analyze, understand, and communicate information in human language. All right. So such as text and speech here. So speech kind of analysis, again, as I told you, right? Speech analysis, text analysis, we go with NLP. So examples of AI application. So let me tell you guys, see, the most advanced AI systems don't work in isolation. That means what it means is AI systems doesn't work separately. You involve them. Okay. So based upon the kind of problem statement you're solving it. Now, for example, let us take the case of Tesla car. So Tesla carries a lot of things here. So because it has to see, you have to apply machine learning there in order to identify the patterns. And again, you also need to apply some kind of deep learning so that it understands that environment. And again, see, it has to identify the objects there, the images and something. Fine. So that means computer vision is also involved in that one. And then again, it has to reason something. It has to also, I mean, go with some other kind of techniques also. So that is why AI systems, if you look at a combined AI system, right? So it involves a lot of things there. Okay, lot of things here. So AI systems don't work in isolation. Remember this thing, guys. Okay, it only depends upon what kind of problem statement you're trying to solve. Now, for example, you have some kind of data. You might be interested to go with forecasting or predicting something. So there you apply some kind of technique there. Fine. On the other hand, if you have some kind of image, you want to make some kind of image analysis. So, I mean, it's better to go with computer vision. Now, if you're combinedly doing some kind of AI system where it involves multiple things, so you also apply such kind of things also. All right. So, for example, a personalized recommendations engine in an e-commerce portal uses machine learning algorithms to learn customers' preferences and predict products they might be interested in. Guys, yes, I'm really sorry. Just all right. So if you look at a smart warehouse management, so as I told you, Amazon case, right? So it has some kind of robots there. Okay, so bots and robots there. So healthcare, medical diagnosis, computer vision and deep learning are involved here. Fine. Apart from machine learning, computer vision, deep learning. If you go with banking systems, so they require machine learning a lot. So they especially go with, I mean, classifying and again some kind of anomaly detection, so kind of things here. So loan predictions, fraud detections, okay, credit card fraud detection. So likewise. So they want to they want to apply AI techniques in that way because what is their problem statement? Because they have to identify the fraud kind of transactions here, right? So that I mean, so they can better shield their customers here. They can protect their customer data or whatever it is. Fine. So smart voice assistants. Now this is again this involves NLP kind of techniques here. All right. So I mean, see now this is how you apply. I mean, different AI techniques on the data that you have here. Fine. Now, on the other hand, there is another popular kind of field called as data science. So, data science also involves all these things here. Now, why it is called as a science here? Why they have given it some kind of name called science or engineering or something on the data? So, see, you have lots of data with you. Now, based upon the data that you have and based upon the problem statement you try to implement or you try to solve it here, right? We might require some multiple things here to apply on the data. So some things like, for example, we require machine learning. Apart from that one, we also require some kind of Gen AI assistant also. All right. So data science is about, I mean, going with all these things combinedly. Fine. So depending upon the problem statement, right, it also involves a certain interdisciplinary or cross-disciplinary kind of techniques to be employed on the data. Fine. Now, so on the other hand, today, if you look at right, guys, let me tell you, AI is now today used in almost all domains here. Most of the domains. If not, I mean, let me tell you all the domains, most of the domains. So if you go with IT, if you go with retail, if you go with banking and finance insurance kind of fields, if you go with automation, if you go with aviation, medical or healthcare kind of scenarios, if you go with photography, and again, if you go with some other kind of things here, agriculture, and again, production kind of systems or something else, industrial kind of things, many different things are now using AI. All right. And today, that is the reason today upskilling in this particular field is very much essential and required. So no matter you might be using it in a different way here, but you need to know something about AI. All right. So now let me go with other interesting kind of, questions. So let me not go with more theoretical kind of things, but again, let me go with some kind of interactive way. So below are five common examples of AI subdomains in action. Given credit card transaction data, learn patterns behind potential harmful transactions and classify future transactions as secure or not. So which kind of technique is involved here? Yes, guys, which kind of technique is involved? Okay, what is that? DL, ML. It is purely machine learning, guys, because see, you have to understand the past data and it has to identify the future transaction. So that is purely about machine learning. Okay. Now, process an input piece of text in English and automatically translate it into Spanish. So this is a clear case of NLP, natural language processing. All right. So then, see, I'll also give you some other questions in a similar way. I mean, after this session, guys, after today's session. So tomorrow we'll start with Python. Fine. So today it was just another AI introductory session. So again, because see, earlier we had the demo session. So today I wanted to, make you understand about the different things of AI. Fine. Now, log into your personal laptop by placing your finger on its fingerprint detector. So which kind of technique can be involved here? So deep learning, CV, computer vision. Okay, CV, computer vision. Uh-huh. Okay, C, computer vision. Deep learning. Okay. So log into your personal laptop by placing your finger on its fingerprint detector. Fingerprint detector. So it is purely computer vision, guys. Okay. Now, autonomous assembly of pieces for building a new car. Robotics. It's purely robotics, right? Represent concepts and instructions to play chess in a way that the computer can understand and reason about. Represent concepts and instructions to play chess in a way that the computer can understand and reason about. So it's purely knowledge representation, right? Fine. Again. So now, okay. Okay, fine. Let me ask you this question, guys. Fine. Now, okay, so sorry. AI is a smart farming scenario. Okay, so I request, please, I'm requesting, please do not do in that way. Okay. AI is transforming even industries as unexpected as agriculture. A smart farming firm wants to develop an AI-powered solution consisting of a series of drones that navigate crops and capture visual data, connected to a central computer that aggregates data to create meaningful visualizations and also learns to detect potential hazards or plagues in crop images. Which of the following key areas and related disciplines of AI are likely necessary to implement this solution? So go through the question and try to understand which kind of AI techniques can be involved here to solve this particular scenario.
Vamshi, we also need to consider giving logical break of 5 minutes to the students.
Okay, after this question, we'll go for a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so what is the answer, guys? I think I got some answer. Computer vision. Any other answers? See, look at this one. A series of drones that navigate crops and capture visual data. So deep learning can be involved here or computer vision. All right. So again, a central computer that aggregates data to create meaningful visualizations on the patterns. That means on the visual images. Okay. See, crop images means definitely it is the case of computer vision and deep learning. So what other things can be involved here? Combination of few. Okay, so what is that? Combination of few like computer vision, ML, deep learning. Okay, so can you suggest me ML? How can you use ML here? Yes, of course, ML can also be used, but how it can be used? Not robotics. I mean, robotics is not involved in this one. So this is purely a case of agriculture, right? So robotics has nothing to do with it. Robotics we employ it in industrial machines because that is purely a machine, right? So in industrial cases we employ that one. Okay. So let me tell you ML, how ML can be involved here. Robotics is not an answer, guys. So this was, okay. So let me also tell you this one. Robotics is not involved. I'll remove this one. All right. So this is from our previous students, actually, the answers. I gave it this kind of questions to them. Okay, let me tell you now. See the computer images, right? So, I mean, computer vision kind of thing. So it will take some kind of crop images. Now, machine learning is where in order to, I mean, go with some kind of visualizations on the data, right? Visualizations. So before we go with visualizations, it has to understand the patterns in the data. Fine. And then come up with some kind of visualizations. So again, ML can be applied here. Deep learning, again, computer vision go hand in hand in this kind of scenario. Data science is where, I mean, it is purely about visualizing some kind of things. Okay. So robotics is not the answer here. Okay. So, but again, see, smart farming scenario, this could be the answers here. A drone setup can be, okay. So if you ask me about drone setup, see, let me tell you something. Drone setup can be done in different ways here. All right. If you ask me purely about drone, yes, of course, robotics can be the answer here. But again, see, that setup can be also done in different way also. I'll also tell you that later. I'll show you some kind of scenario. Okay, guys. I mean, let us take a short break here. Fine. So we'll be back after 5 minutes. So let us take a break of 5 minutes. Fine.
Yeah, sure, Vamshi.
Let
I'm
me
up.
stop this. I mean, can you pause the recording, sir?
I am pausing the recording, Vamshi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start, Vamshi.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. So, guys, I hope you people have understood the techniques involved in this one. And okay, so let me also show you what we'll be learning as part of this course. So, first, let me give you a clear understanding of the stuff that we'll be learning as part of this course here. All right. Then I'll also show you few other important projects as well. So, from our previous batch, I mean, what kind of assignments they have solved and what kind of things they have learned and I mean performed here. I'll show you now. About the course, right? So we'll be starting with, I mean, forget about the certifications. I'll also tell you what kind of certifications are, I mean, a trend in today's AI world. Now, we'll start with Python from tomorrow, but again, see, we'll start with Python programming. And again, see, you'll be learning completely into this Python stuff, which is required for AI, machine learning, data science, and Gen AI kind of things here. All right. So again, okay, so let me make it clear. I mean, what is required for AI, machine learning, and those kind of stuff, we'll be learning that part. Right. So we'll start with the Python programming, the basics, and again, I'll teach you practically everything. And let me also tell you once again, no matter even if you're from non-IT background or you don't know AI, forget about all the things here. So you came here to learn some things, and I'll make sure you learn it in a practical way. So these sessions will be purely in a practical oriented kind of thing because a lot of assignments I'll give you. Fine, I'll share you a lot of assignments. So you need to solve them. I mean, see, you need to make your hands dirty. You need to, I mean, perform this one. Right. And in case of any questions or doubts, you can even post them. I mean, you can in the group WhatsApp. We have anyways the group WhatsApp. So it will be a kind of interactive kind of thing here. Fine. So we'll start off with Python programming. And then Python for data science, guys. Okay, so now if you look at, let me tell you something, guys. Just give me. All right. So let me tell you now when it comes to the case of data science or machine learning, data science and machine learning. Now, what kind of Python stuff we require here? All right. So there are certain Python libraries we need to be aware of. All right. So we'll be learning something called NumPy in a practical way and how it can be used in the machine learning kind of cases or data science related things in a practical way with, I mean, some kind of assignments also. And again, pandas. So especially pandas is used for data analysis. All right. Data analysis. And for there is also some other kind of things called matplotlib, and again Seaborn. So which is again, I mean, these two things are used for visualization kind of things here. All right. So NumPy stands for numerical Python. All right. And then see, apart from this one, so we'll also be learning something called scikit-learn. Okay, so this is where we'll be trying to learn our machine learning kind of stuff here. I mean, especially in deep learning kind of cases, we'll be going with PyTorch. So because this will be easier for you to understand here, PyTorch. All right. Then again, see, now as part of this one, right? See, let me also tell you some other things here. So Python for data science, NumPy, data analysis, visualizations. Okay, so again, the main interesting kind of thing is pandas and statistics and EDA. So this is where I mean a lot of data science kind of techniques involved here. Okay, so apart from machine learning. Now we'll be going with descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. So there are these two kinds of statistics that you need to be aware of. I mean, as a data scientist, machine learning, or even the AI kind of roles. All right. So descriptive statistics involve some kind of techniques like measures of central tendency, measures of standard deviation, univariate analysis. Univariate means, I mean, it's the study of one particular variable. Okay, uni stands for 1 year. Bivariate means it is about two kinds of variables, like, for example, height and weight of students in a class here. I'm just telling you some kind of vague example here. Multivariate analysis. So it is about, I mean, understanding more than two kind of things here. But again, see, statistics not only involves analyzing some things, okay, so it also involves about visually analyzing that kind of data. So how do you go with a visual ways here? Like we also plot certain different kinds of charts and things here, like histograms, box plots, bar charts, okay, so line plots. You need to also understand which kind of chart will be suitable for some kind of analysis. So everything will be in a practical oriented way here. And then, so I mean, see, these things are not involved much, but again, I'll tell you what is probability distribution. And again, normal, see, this is very important, normal distribution and standard normal distribution. So given some kind of data set, right, how you can analyze something, how you can analyze about outliers or certain other kind of concepts here. So in a statistical way, I'll tell you this one. And again, the confidence intervals and hypothesis testing. So where it is helpful. And correlation and regression, of course, it is used in some kind of machine learning patterns also. So we'll also try to understand that. Now, coming to the case of machine learning, I mean, is where we'll be diving deep into this particular concept. So we have uh, two techniques here, supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Of course, we have also some other kind of technique called reinforcement learning. So that is not part of this particular course here, and that is not required for you people also. So supervised learning is where it involves some kind of techniques like regression and classification. So what is that is required as part of regression classification. Now, when you forecast, when you design a forecasting model, that means a prediction model. All right. So what kind of things you require? What is the step-by-step kind of flow you go with? Even in EDA also, exploratory data analysis. So what are the techniques involved here? I'll also show you with the project also, guys. I'll show you with the project here. So what kind of stuff they have done here. And then see what is the different kinds of regression techniques we have. Again, so how to optimize them. Again, what is the concept of this overfitting, underfitting kind of cases. So there are different things here. So we learn step by step here. So again, classification, how to make your machine identify some kind of data and again classify certain things here. And then ensemble method. So these are some kind of advanced machine learning techniques here. And then the case of unsupervised learning. I told you, right, clustering. So we'll be using that kind of case study here, unsupervised machine learning. And then see how to optimize these things here. So each and every technique or some kind of algorithm that we'll be learning here. So I'll be showing you it on a data set here. That means the data set which have been taken from Kaggle and UCI machine learning repository. So it's not about the dummy data sets or something. So we have some kind of data sets. I mean, so we can work on that one. So how to, I mean, work on that one. So given some kind of data, even in real world as well. So how you need to identify what are this kind of step-by-step analysis that you need to go. All right. And then, I mean, under deep learning, so as I told you, we'll be learning about deep learning using PyTorch and then see some kind of NLP techniques. And then again, we'll be diving into the generative AI concepts here. So probably about some kind of prompt engineering kind of thing. And again, see, this generative AI kind of stuff will be learning on Azure cloud here. All right, I'll also show you how to work with and deploy some kind of models on cloud here, okay? Especially Azure or whatever you take it, guys, Azure, AWS, I mean, so these are the two leading cloud things today. All right, so now how to work with that one. On Azure, we also have the concept of ML Designer, ML Studio, and again Auto ML here. So the meaning, if you give it some kind of data, it can automatically analyze some kind of thing. No need to instruct it. All right, just you need to give it some kind of data, and you need to tell what is, the data about. So we'll try to learn those kind of things here.
Can
So
you
we'll
show a
learn few
sample,
real world
Swamshi?
projects here. Yes, yes, of
Yeah,
course, I'll do
sure.
that one.
Yeah, thank you.
See, the kind of projects that our previous batch students have done. I'll show you a few interesting things here. So, food consumption statistical analysis, and then all these are different techniques here. So, my functional, conditional for something. Okay, so I'll also show you different things. This one, diabetes classifier, and again, see, let me also show you the other stuff. Multiple linear regression, and okay, then. We also have some kind of this one, especially this particular project here. I'll show you. Homeless data analysis also, this one. Lot of EDS stuff also they have done. See this one, food consumption, that is the thing. And let me show you. See project, Food Hub, Uber Eats USA, exploratory data analysis. Okay, now you people know Uber Eats, right? So now you'll be ordering some kind of food online. Fine. Now, given that kind of data, so let's say you're working as an AI scientist or some kind of role, a machine learning engineer or data scientist or something. Now, given this kind of data, right? So they ask you to, how to improve their business and tell some kind of recommendation. So they have approached, Uber Eats has approached you and they have shared their data with you. Now, based on the data, right? So what kind of techniques you involve in the data to give some kind of solutions to them, to propose some kind of solutions to them. All right. But what is that you will be finding out here? All right. So let me show you some kind of some simple analysis here. First of all, how to read this data, we'll learn this kind of techniques. Okay, so there is some kind of commands here, but look at this one. So what kind of data we have in this one, in this particular data set here? So we have order ID, customer ID, restaurant name. So there are different restaurants, right? So Uber Eats has type with different restaurants here. So where you can order food from different restaurants here. And again, cuisine type here. Fine. And then the cost of the order, day of week, and rating, food preparation time, and again, delivery time. So these are the kind of data that you have. So these are the columns and this is some kind of data. This is only sample data. I'm just going with only 5 rows of data. All right. So likewise, you have almost all 1898 records here. All right. 1898 records and again 9 columns here. Now, see, of course, this is the basic information of the data set, right? So first we'll be finding out if there are any missing values and some kind of duplicates or something. But let us try to understand. See, what they have performed here is now find out how many orders are rated and not rated. Now you eat some kind of food. So, customers will rate some kind of food here. Fine. This is a general trend, right? So some people might also do not rate something. So I'm bothered only about the food that have been rated something. All right. So like what is the rating they have given on a scale of 1 to 5, they have rated something. So 5 being the topmost. Okay. So 5 being the top kind of food rating. So out of this particular entire thing, right, 588 orders have been given a rating of 5. And again, 386 orders have been got a rating of 4. And again, 188 orders have got a rating of 3 here. Cuisines or whatever you can understand. Now again, there are something like 736 kind of orders or food items that have not been rated. That means they have some kind of order transaction, but again, they have not given any kind of rating here. Display the number of orders per restaurant here. Orders per restaurant. See, that means, there are different restaurants here. On a typical day, right, how many orders they got here? So likewise, if you calculate for a week, okay, so in a total week, right, how many orders they might have received here? So that will give you the count of all those kind of things here. So if you look at, right, so it's clearly, telling you some kind of information. So there are some kind of restaurants which got almost all 200 plus orders. There are even some kind of restaurants which got only one kind of order here. You can look at that one. And now, look at this one. So if you plot the things, right, number of orders per restaurant here. So we'll learn different plotting techniques also. It looks something in this way. But again, if we break down it into in a deeper way, right? So let me also show you something. Plot the number of orders per cuisine type here. Now I'm interested in cuisine type. So which cuisine type has been sold the most here? In order to know that one, because see, from the data, I only have data. But how to find out which cuisine type is selling the most here? Now people might be interested only into particular cuisine type, or they might be having certain other cuisine types also which are interested here. by clearly looking at this plot, right? What is this particular bar? So this bar is about American, all right, American dish here. All right. So this is a popular kind of cuisine type, I mean, in USA. I mean, about the Uber Eats kind of orders data set we have. Again, the other thing is, I think it is Japanese here, all right, Japanese. And of course, we also have this Italian and again Indian also. And again, the least ordered thing is Vietnamese. All right, you can look at this one. So even you can analyze this in a pie chart as well. And again, see, find the maximum, minimum, and again, median cost of the orders here. Now, every dish or every cuisine would be having the same kind of, cost here. So, but again, let us try to analyze this particular information also. What is the average minimum order here? So, if you do go with that one, right? See, it is actually having variable kind of orders because we're having different cuisines here, different dishes here we're having. Now, obviously, the rates won't be the same thing. But if you understand the patterns in that, right? So the minimum cost of the order is $4.47, and the maximum cost of the order is $35.41 here, and the median cost of the order is 14.14. So averagely, the cost is 14.14 here. All right. So that information we need to find out. See, you can see they'll be giving you some kind of data, but you need to find out by employing certain techniques in the data. You need to find out the things here. All right. So we applied different techniques in the data and come up with this kind of assumptions here. All right. Now again, plot the number of orders per day of the week. Okay, per day of the week. Now, how many orders you got? See which are on which particular day you got most of the orders here. You can also figure it out that one. But if you clearly look at this particular plot, right? So we can say that in weekend we have more number of orders. So this is a general pattern, right? Wherever you go. And in the weekdays, so you can see compared to weekends, weekday, we have few orders here. And then again, see what is this one rating count. So rating count, you can see which rating has highest number of orders here. And then we also have food preparation times here. So food preparation time, the minimum food preparation time is 20 minutes. So what you can suggest the restaurants is, if there any other way to reduce this particular time things here. The maximum food preparation time is 35 minutes and the median food preparation time is 27 minutes here. So average, it is taking 27 minutes here. But again, see, you can suggest some kind of ways to them. So to, at least reduce few minutes into this one. All right. So again, let me go with other things. Delivery time. Delivery time is also something where you can suggest them something. Like for example, how you can, go with, like for example, delivering within short period here. That means within short times here. So you can even suggest them to reduce this particular times also because the customer will not wait for longer time, right? Now, if you're making him wait, obviously they will give you a negative rating or they might give you a low rating also. So this is a common scenario. But see, from the data, this is what we're able to find out and we can suggest something because this is not only about to find out certain things here. You also need to suggest them some kind of solution. So how to, come up with some kind of optimization techniques here and how to suggest them some kind of solutions so that they can improve their business. See, if Uber Eats is improving its business, that means certainly the restaurants are doing a good amount of sales here. Okay. So now what are the top 5 restaurants in terms of number of orders received here? So top 5 restaurants. Similarly, you can even find out the top, bottom restaurants. That means the top low restaurants something. All right. So you can suggest them some things here. So come out with some kind of interesting dishes or cuisines here. All right. And with the good taste or something. So which is the most popular cuisine on weekends here? Cuisine on weekends. On weekends, you can see American is the top. Again, followed by Japanese and Italian, Chinese and Mexican. All right. On weekdays, on weekdays also the same thing. American, Japanese, Italian, Chinese and Mexican. And see what percentage of the orders cost more than $20. $20. All right. So almost all 28.41. All right. And again, see what is the mean order delivery time. Mean order delivery time is almost all taking 51.53. That means approximately 52 minutes. So you can suggest them to reduce this particular time slot here. All right. So again, plot the distribution of cost of order per day. So you can go with some kind of distribution kind of plots here. And then see, plot cost of the order per cuisine type here. So you can even go with this one. Okay. So finally, what you can do, you can suggest them some kind of way. See, we use different plotting techniques, guys. So this is called as box plot. Some of you might be aware of. Okay. So, and again, we'll be learning different techniques also, as I told you. Fine. Again, see, now there are certain questions here. So they have came up with, I mean, so I have given them some kind of questions here and they have solved it. Okay. So with the kind of techniques that they have learned here. And finally, whatever assumptions, whatever things you have found out from the data, you need to write those kind of assumptions also, like conclusions and recommendations. Recommendations is where you're suggesting them to perform certain things here. Fine. To improve their business here and to gain customer satisfaction. Fine. Now, this is some kind of project here. So this is about ad sales prediction using multiple linear regression, ad sales prediction. Now, let me tell you this case study. So a certain ad kind of company, right? You can take it anything. Certain retailer kind of company. So they are marketing their products online in through different mediums here. All right. But they want to identify from which kind of marketing campaign they're getting a lot of sales here. So they can heavily invest into that particular marketing campaign. Fine. Let's say we have social media, we have I'm going with print media also, like newspapers or some kind of magazines or something. I'm sorry guys about this. Okay, so we have, let's say, social media, we have newspapers, we have magazines and something else. So what is their question here is, I mean, they are I mean approaching you and they want you to tell them like which kind of ad medium type would best suit their particular marketing campaign. Because see, they don't want to invest heavily into the different kind of things here. So they want to go with one or two kinds of medium channels here. So where they're getting a lot of sales here. So you need to identify the data. So how to apply this linear regression kind of technique, we'll be learning that one. Again, the food consumption statistical analysis. So this is about the different, I mean, countries data we have. Again, this has been taken from this one. Okay, world indicators kind of, I mean, portal here. So again, see, you have different things here. So what you can do, you can, I mean, go with some kind of things here, food category. So which country is consuming which kind of food here? So you can go with that kind of consumption. And about the carbon dioxide emission here, all right, carbon dioxide emission. So you can even go with this one. You can find out different things here. Fine. And again, building a logistic regression model. So this is about the diabetes prediction model here. Diabetes, classification model. So how you can suggest some kind of things here. So how you can make your model identify the patterns in the data and conclude a given patient will be prone to some kind of diabetes or not. So this is about this project. So again, multiple linear regression for the same ad campaign sales. And again, see, this is homeless data analysis here, homeless. So people, I mean, the homeless kind of scenarios. Likewise, we do have different things here. And on Azure, right, as I told you, we'll be going with building an ML model on cloud. So how to build some kind of ML model on cloud, like, I mean, how to deploy them and how to come up with different other things also. And again, regarding generative AI application, so how to, I mean, use some kind of, how to create some kind of model, just like a chat GPT kind of application. So here in Azure, right, we have different things here. For example, if I show you some kind of all services, now some of you might be aware with this kind of Azure kind of thing here. But again, see, here we'll be going with some kind of thing. Okay, so Azure OpenAI. So I'll also show you a model how to create this using this Azure OpenAI. Especially the Chat GPT model will go with. Okay, so we'll create the similar kind of application like Chat GPT. And our previous students have also used some other kind of, DAL-E, some kind of models, and they have generated this kind of images. I'll just let me show you. Azure ML. They have generated this kind of image. Okay, so with the generative AI kind of application. See, you know this one, right? Statue of Liberty. So they have used some kind of prompting technique and they have created a model. So where it has generated, their prompt was to generate this kind of model on the busy, Times Square in New York. Okay, so this is how it I gave some kind of depiction. I mean, see how to go with the prompt here. So the prompting techniques here. So we'll be learning those kind of patterns in the generative AI applications also. So this is only a sample image. So like how you can create such kind of models here. So we'll be going with this one. And on Azure, right, we have something called Azure AI Foundry. Azure AI. Okay. So similar kind of concept in AWS, we have Bedrock. Previously, we had SageMaker in AWS. Now it is Bedrock. So in Azure, we have this latest thing, Azure AI Foundry. So this is where you actually come up with all the AI stuff here. right? All the AI stuff. So, I mean, see, you can create AI agents also. You can go with different, building different generative AI models also. You can use, I mean, see, two things it can provide you. Now, with the kind of course that we are going in, right, we'll be making use of the existing generative AI kind of LLMs here, and will be, I mean, creating some kind of stuff with that one. Now, we can also create our own LLM also that requires some kind of additional skills here. That means that is some kind of advanced techniques. So we'll be using those kind of techniques in probably the agentic AI workflows and AI agents, that thing. So that is not part of this course, but again, let me tell you. So you can create both thing. When it comes to the case of generative AI applications, you can use an existing LLM and get, I mean, work with that one. Or else you can create your own LLM also if you know how to work with such kind of LLMs here. Now, Chat GPT is GPT. Now the Chat GPT, right? So it is a GPT. GPT is some kind of LLM. LLM we call it as a large language model. All right. So I told you, right? It already got trained on vast amounts of data. In White has been given a chat kind of thing because White is called as a chat GPT. You actually interact it using some kind of chat kind of way, right? You ask it some kind of question as a prompt. So those are things are called as prompt here. So how to craft a better prompt here? What are the different prompting techniques here? So we also learn those kind of patterns. Okay, to this one. So this is about the practical things that we'll be doing on Azure Cloud. Also, I'll make you practically work with some kind of models here. All right. Okay. And see, this is only some kind of sample projects I'm showing you. Like I'll also show you the assignment part also. Let me go with this one. Just a minute. I think not this one. Mm, okay. Just a minute, guys. Let me open the other stuff here. Let me show you some other thing. See, I also share you from time to time some different assignments, some different data things.
तैयारी है अपनी
All right, let me show you this one. Fine. Now this is our last batch actually. So last kind of thing. Do we need to install any program? So I'll tell you, I mean, what to install and what not. I mean, see, we'll go step by step. I'll instruct you accordingly. All right. Now, so coming to the case of assignments also, I'll show you what kind of things I'll give you. Of course, this is not the only thing. We have a lot of things also. I mean, see, regarding Python also, we do have some kind of exercises. So today also, I'll share you some kind of documentation on this basic things here, like what is deep learning, what some kind of questions I'll give you. And then some kind of data analysis kind of assignment and descriptive statistics also. So you can also look at this one. So I'll give you some kind of problem statements so you can, I mean, solve that one. You can also create some kind of plotting techniques on that one. And again, likewise, we do have also other kind of stuff. Okay, so I'll also share you that. And see the real-time project section also. See, you'll be building different projects here. All right. So especially the capstone projects. The capstone projects, we do have these two things here: insurance prediction or premium prediction capstone project and credit risk modeling. So apart from the projects that I've shown you now, so we also have this kind of financial based kind of projects as well. And then regarding the stuff, I mean, post course, right? The things are really important post course here. So what things you'll be knowing here? So you will be, I mean, so we'll be having separate sessions on how to prepare for interviews, what kind of stuff they'll be asking you, and again, see how you need to build your portfolios in AI or machine learning or data science kind of roles, whatever job roles you go with, right? You need to be aware of the job that you're applying for. So here the target jobs will be this one. I'll also show you this one. So you need to be aware of this target job roles here: machine learning engineer, data scientist, so cloud ML engineer or AI, I mean engineer or some kind of generative AI engineer. So that these kind of job roles here. So post, I mean, see, post this one, right? So will, as I told you, We'll be learning something about the different interview questions and what they'll be asking you. This one is really important, guys, to make you stand out from others here. So, how you need to build your resume, how you need to showcase your portfolio, and like, of course, the LinkedIn profile optimization also. And of course, I mean, after this one, we also have this kind of support also. Once you get even your job also, we can also support you in your job actually. All right. If you're stuck at any point of time and even in your job also, we can help you out something, right? In some ways here. Fine. And regarding the certifications, right? See, AWS and both Azure have certifications. So what you can do, I'll also tell you about these certifications. Azure AI Fundamentals. Okay, so fundamental certification. So this one. Now this is the beginner level kind of certification we have, right? Azure AI fundamentals here. So in this kind of certification, right, you'll come to know the entire Azure AI platform and of course the AI, I mean stuff here, the basics of AI and what kind of technologies, what they are useful for. All right. So as part of our course, we'll also learn this certification kind of thing also. All right. And I'll also give you in case if you really want to write the certification. So this is 65 or some kind of thing. So 99 US dollars. So they have increased the price here. All right. So we'll also be learning this one. Apart from this, Azure has some other kind of certification called Azure AI Engineer Associate. So this is some kind of advanced level certification. Azure AI Engineer Associate. Okay. So this one. Now this one is also having a very good kind of, trend actually in the market. Apart from this one, so Azure Data Scientist also. Data Science Associate. Okay. So this one, Data Scientist Associate. Even this one, Azure Data Scientist Associate. Okay. So this is the other kind of certification from Azure. Now these certifications have a lot of, importance here. Again, from AWS, right? So Azure AWS AI certification. We have ML, we have practitioner C. Look at this one. So we have these certifications. AWS certified AI practitioner. So level foundational. Okay. So, I mean, it is equivalent to the Azure AI, fundamentals here. And AWS certified machine learning engineer associate. So it is associate level. So how to deploy and train your machine learning models on cloud. It involved that one. And from AWS, this is the latest kind of certification, guys. AWS certified generative AI developer. So this is the latest one. They have recently added this one. And Azure is yet to, come up with this kind of certification. In generative AI space, we do not have a separate certification from Azure, but from AWS we do have. But see, let me tell you, irrespective of the cloud that you're using, right? The concepts are the same thing. Only thing is, how do you use these particular services on cloud but the concepts, everything are the same thing. So especially, we'll be going with Azure because it is having a lot of trend nowadays in the job market here. So that's the reason we'll be going with this one. Fine. So this is what practically we'll be learning and doing here. And let me also tell you, so from tomorrow, we'll be starting off with Python, as I told you. All right. So again, from time to time, I'll tell you what things you require, what is that you need to install or do something. So we'll discuss that one. And let me also tell you something, guys. See, I'm advising you something when you're learning something. Okay, so learn consistently. Do not deviate yourself and see. If I give you some kind of work, try to do that one so you come up with some kind of doubts here. If you postpone it, right, again, you will be, falling behind here. So do not do that one. So learn the concepts well. So because we have a lot of, like jobs in this particular field here. Fine. It only depends upon what kind of skills you are having and how do you project yourself into the job market. So post this course, we'll be learning all those kind of techniques on that one. Fine. But you need to learn the skills in the right way. Especially, see, you can see what are the things will be going on here. They will be learning here, right? Some kind of practical kind of things. You can also showcase them in your, CVs or something, so that you're prepared this kind of things here. Fine. Okay, so
Are you
that was
introducing
it.
Python, Vamshi? We still have time.
So you okay, Python,
Yeah,
fine then.
maybe, yeah, we still have another 10 to 20 more minutes. Better introduce Python
Okay,
and we can deep dive into Python tomorrow. Yeah, thank you.
okay, fine, fine, fine. Now, what kind of concepts we require in Python? I'll also tell you that one. Okay, so before this, let me tell you an introduction to Python. So why Python in AI? I mean, why not any other kind of language? Because now Python has become again the most used kind of technology, especially in the field of AI, most used kind of programming language. Because a lot of applications are being designed with Python. Because there are a lot of reasons for this one. One thing is Python might be because of this reason. Python is very simple to learn. That is also one of the reasons here. So Python applications, if you look at Python applications, right? So today, right from building a small, like for example, networking based kind of things to building a powerful AI chat GPT kind of applications, Python has its footprint in all these kind of different areas here. So if you take the case of MNC, web development, of course, Python got its fame because of the rise of AI, guys. Again, let me tell you this one. And why Python is used morely into this AI, especially this kind of AI kind of field. Let me tell you, it is because of the simplest syntax and the rich set of libraries it has. Not only the simplest syntax here, it also has the rich set of libraries here, vast amount of libraries. And Python really has a good developer community also. Even you can contribute to its developer community also. All right. And see, because of its simplicity to code and easy to understand kind of features, it is used in multiple different other areas also, like automation, scripting, software development, gaming applications, web development, all right, web scraping, we call it as. And again, scientific and numerical computing kind of calculations, they go with this one. So even the space agencies like NASA, ISRO, and some other kind of agencies, right? They also use this scientific Python and numerical Python also. And then, so likewise, you can see nowadays many of the data engineering, the DevOps framework, and again some kind of the AI. Okay, so they are using Python a lot. Even in big data environments, also now Python is also employed. Apart from the other kind of stack that we have, Hadoop, Apache Spark, and something else. All right. So I mean, this is something about Python. Again, let me tell you about the Python stuff here. So we see this is the official website of Python, python.org. And see, you do not require anything to, download from this one. But again, if you go to the download section, right, you can see the latest version is 3.14 point something, fine. And based upon your OS, you can, go with something. So what I want you people to do is today, you can go with downloading this particular thing because we'll be working with a notebook kind of format, Jupyter notebook. And it comes up with Anaconda kind of distribution. So you type in something called Anaconda. Okay, so software download or simply Anaconda, a software. If you type in that way, right? So you see this kind of site, this first website, you can go with this one. So click on this one. So you go to the download section and based upon the kind of OS you have, you can download that one. You have this free download here. All right. Or else you can even click on get started. So it will ask you some kind of mail ID to register something. And then you can even use the cloud version as well. So Anaconda also has the cloud version. So see Anaconda distribution and Miniconda. So when you go with this one, you have these two things here. Better go with this one, Anaconda distribution. So it has a lot of other third-party IDs also. You can even go with this one also. But I would suggest you go with this kind of thing. All right. And then see, after you install this one, right? See, we have this one. No need to separately download Python, guys. And then we have this Jupyter notebook. All right. So let me also show you this. Now the interface is something different about the Anaconda. Okay. So, but if you look at the Jupyter notebook, right, it is a web-based application here. It is a web-based application. It looks something in this way. So Jupyter notebook by default, it comes up with the Python latest kernel installed inside that one. All right. You don't need to separately download Python software. It comes up with a default Python environment or kernel. Okay. So within that one. And if I try to click on this one, right? So a new notebook will be launched here. Okay. And this is the cell here. So you can type in something. For example, print welcome to AI. Okay. So if I simply, see, if I execute that one, it will simply throw you some kind of things. And let me also tell you, Sai, Python is the simplest kind of language that today we have actually. Okay. So previously we had C, C++, and some other kind of complex languages, even Java also. So even the in order to print this simple line of statement, right, one single line of statement, at least you require 4 to 5 lines of code there. I mean, of course, we have to follow that particular syntaxes, but here it is very simple. Okay, even Python, I mean, for example, in some other kind of languages, you might be even asked to, define some kind of data types also. For example, x equal to 10, I can simply go with defining some kind of variable here, like x equal to 10 and print of x here, right? It will throw me the value here. So what is x here? X is some kind of variable, and this is some kind of value I'm assigning to this particular variable. So in deep tomorrow, we'll try to understand. Fine. So how to work within practical. Okay, so practical kind of way, how to work with this one. So step by step, I'll show you. All right, guys. So this is about Python. And then the person who has developed this one is Guido van Rossum. So right now is associated with Microsoft, is heading the Python research division there. Guido van Rossum. Okay. Now let me also tell you the interesting history behind this one. Actually, he did not wanted to develop this one. He was working with some kind of project. So where he was working with some kind of language called ABC language. Guys, just a minute. All right. So now he was working with some kind of project where he was using some kind of ABC programming language. I mean, you might have not even heard about that one. Even initially, I did not came to know about that one. So, but it is not as popular as some other kind of languages. So he has developed this one, and again, he thought to develop some kind of language in a much simpler way, the syntax and everything. So that's how he came up with this kind of stuff here, right? And then he actually named this language Python from some kind of popular BBC show, Monte Carlo Python. So he was watching that one, and he was very fascinated with some kind of Python, the snake here. And that's how he actually renamed this one. So this is some interesting history behind that one. More of the features, technical features and something. So we'll discuss it in the session tomorrow. Fine. Because tomorrow we'll be starting off with Python exclusively. Okay, so this is just to give you some introduction to Python. So Python is the most used kind of language. Okay, so even you can ask ChatGPT. GPT. Okay, so fine. Let me go with this. I'll type in, hey, tell me which is the most used language in programming language. Otherwise, it would give me English in this one. Programming language in AI. So if I ask this one, right, it would even give you some kind of statistics. Look at it. Python is by far the most used programming language in AI today. Fine. So you can see some kind of libraries, rich AI ML libraries, TensorFlow, PyTorch. We will be going with PyTorch. We'll be using scikit-learn, NumPy, Pandas. And see, easy to learn and read. Huge community. As I told you, right, we have huge developer community. And see, industry adoption. Other languages used in AI. So these are the languages here. Simple takeaway. All right. So if you're starting on working in AI, machine learning, deep learning, Python is the number one choice. Fine. Okay. So likewise,
So,
you can even ask it many questions about something. Okay.
I'm sure students they have to download Anaconda tomorrow.
Yes, yes. I mean, so you can download right away, guys. See,
Yeah,
go with this
give
one.
them the assignment. Let them download. If they face any
Yeah.
issues, we can
So what
support
you
them.
can do, guys? Yeah, you can type in Anaconda software download in Google search. You get, it will show you some kind of this. Let me also show you this. I think I'll show you here. Anaconda software download. And then see, you get to this particular site, download Anaconda distribution. So just click on this one. I told you the steps, right? You can even download directly from your free download, or you can go with get started. All right. So download, and based upon the kind of OS you're having, it will automatically be downloaded, and then you can install. It's very simple to install. All right. And once you're done, we can work right from tomorrow with this Jupyter notebook.
All of you, please download.
Sorry, just a quick question there.
Is Anaconda better than Visual Studio? No, if you ask me, right? See, Visual Studio is also better. We especially go with working that one in cloud environments or something. So now Anaconda, let us go with Jupyter here. All right, because it is compatible with every kind of OS and something. All right. So even Visual Studio also you can work with, of course. Okay, so that one depends upon your takeaway. That means your kind of requirement.
Sorry, Vamshi.
Sir, we
So
need
any other
to
questions,
download
guys? Any
Anaconda
questions?
or
So what
Visual
I'll do
Studio.
today, I'll also share you some interesting questions also. Sorry.
Vamshi,
Anaconda.
Sorry, Vamshi, just one question before you go any further on that. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sorry, it's Adi here. Just touching base. So Python, you want us to download Python, Anaconda, as well as so Jupyter has got Python in it according to the presentation you just showed us. Do we need everything, or I'm trying to understand how it all comes together when we're using it. So Python is where we program stuff. Um, Anaconda, what do we do? Anaconda, use Anaconda is just for UI, is it? User interface.
So Anaconda is a collection of different IDs and distributions. So it has a lot of distributions here. All right.
Okay, got it.
So in
Yeah.
that one, you get this Jupyter notebook. So if
Okay,
you
okay, got it.
download Anaconda, you get this Jupyter notebook. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, that confused
Yeah.
me a little bit. Thank you.
Vamshi, can you
Fine.
can you show them how to
Let me,
download?
yeah, yeah. So
You
I
go
was
step
telling
by
you
step
this
by
one.
step.
So what you can do is, so if you search for something, right? Anaconda distribution, Anaconda software download, you just Google it out. Anaconda software download, you get this kind of site here. Download Anaconda distribution. Just click on this one and see what you people do is you can go with free download here, or you can even go with get started. So whichever way you feel comfortable, you can go with that one. And once you install, and mine is an older version, but of course, I'll also show you the latest version as well. So if you look at this Anaconda Navigator, I'll also show you the cloud version of this one. So sign in. Already signed in. See, this is how it looks like, the current version, the Anaconda. And see from here, you can see Jupyter notebooks here. So you can click on this one. Oh my God, what is this one? This page isn't working out. Okay, getting started. Let me click on this one. Let us wait. Launch a notebook. Okay, so you also have this option, launch a notebook. You can directly work on this cloud kind of edition also. I think there is some issue with this Anaconda distribution. Okay, so but when you download and install, right? So you get to see this kind of thing. Okay, so let me wait. No, no, Python separately, no need to install, guys. Once you install Anaconda distribution, that itself is enough. No need to separately download Python. See, the reason I'm telling you to go with notebook kind of format, I mean, see, if you go with python.org, we also can download Python from here as well. So let me show you. See, from this particular site, if you go to downloads, you all see, if you click on this one, you can also download Python from this particular official website. But you will be getting some kind of idle editor, but we require some kind of interactive and visual kind of environment also. So that is the reason we go with a notebook kind of format. See, everything you can't do using idle, kind of framework. So that is not a better option. That's the reason we'll going with this kind of thing. All right. Now see, you have a lot of other third-party distributions also in this Anaconda. So you have PyCharm. I mean, in software, Python software development, they also go with this kind of thing, Python PyCharm here. And see, Jupyter Notebook is especially used in AI kind of environments, AI, machine learning, data science kind of environments. And the other kind of software development application in Python is Spider. So they also use Spider. IBM Watson you have in this Anaconda, Oracle, and again, see, you also have RStudio. You get a lot of IDs, third party IDs also. So it's better going with Anaconda Navigator. Okay. So you can download this one and see from after you download. I mean, so you, as I told you, right, you see this interface. Now the interface, they have changed the interface here. It looks something in this way. Okay, it looks something in this way. So once you download this one, right, we can quickly launch a notebook. Or else, I mean, so you can even go with this one, new notebook. So new notebook. I think there is some kind of problem with the site itself. Okay, so there is not problem. This is a cloud kind of thing. But see, if I show you the notebook, it looks something in this way. As I've already shown you, right? It looks something in this way. I can go here directly. See, I can click something. I can do something. Okay, so this is the notebook. I can work on that. Fine.
Yeah,
So we'll be using this one in our Python, I mean, kind of preparations. So today you have to download only this one. And from tomorrow, we'll anyways work in a practical way. So any questions?
What are we going to learn tomorrow in Python,
Tomorrow,
Vamshi?
the
What's the
basics
learning
part.
agenda?
So yeah, I'll also show you that in a practical way. I'll show you how this, I mean, we'll be working with Python basics here. So I'll also show you the notebook as well. Just a minute. Okay, downloads.
not time.
Python, introduction to Python, Python basics. So we'll be learning all the basic stuff. I mean, we'll go step by step. That is what I'm telling you. All right, we'll go step by step here. So see, what is different operators? We have different operators, different what is data types, what is variables here, and again see variable concept, data types, and checking the data type of a variable, logical operators, and then comparison operators, strings, and then look at this one, indexing, slicing. So this concept here. Apart from that one, we also have data structures in Python. All right, Python data structures and something. So let us also go with that one. Okay, so we'll also go with that one. Python data structures. Look at this notebook. So what are the data structures? So we'll do it practically. All these things here. Fine. All this stuff we'll be doing it practically. So I'll tell you the concept here, what are this used for, how it is useful, and again we'll do it practically. I'll show you practically by doing it. So this is the I mean session for tomorrow, Python.
Sorry, guys.
And
Just
post this
before,
one, and after the session, I'll also give you some assignment also for your practice purposes. So this is how it goes on.
Adi,
And see,
yes.
each and everything I'll share you. I mean, I'll upload them to the drive. Okay, I'll upload them to the drive and you can do check it out and perform your practice.
just very quickly, is anybody able to download at all? I've tried multiple times to download the Anaconda. Nobody, I
That
cannot
is what
download.
I think there is. Yeah,
I'll
that I
shoot
think
the
there is
site.
some kind of
I'm
problem with the
able to
site.
download it. I'm able to download it.
Okay.
Fine.
You're in Australia, USA, Nitin?
Melbourne,
Melbourne.
Australia.
Okay. You're using Chrome or
Yeah,
Firefox?
Chrome.
Yeah, I'm using the same one. It's not letting me do it.
It's taking
Okay,
time.
so yeah, do it later. I think there is some kind of issue with the site here.
Do you have
Hmm.
to use your email?
No, I did register myself, but yeah, I just clicked on free download and it's not doing anything.
Yeah, because it shows that either you use your email or Google something. I
Yeah, I
tried it
used my email
Google
as
through.
well.
Okay.
Were you able to log in or were you able to download or no?
No.
Okay. Yeah, same here.
Guys, okay, so do one
Okay.
thing. You try this today. If not, it's not working, right? I'll even instruct you in some other way. Okay, so need not worry about this one.
Yeah,
So there is
just
not only this notebook, we also have other kind of things like VS Code and something, Google Colab notebooks as well. So we'll go with different things here.
no,
Anyways,
absolutely.
we'll be working with the notebook kind of format.
Yeah. If anybody has downloaded it, can they upload it to the Google Drive at all so we can all download from there? Nitin, if you have that, if you
Yeah,
can
I
just,
can do that. I can do that.
yeah, it would be easier. We all consistently use the same tool as Vamshi. Would be easier.
Lakshmi, I have a permission to do that? Right?
Is it
Ni-
possible to get the recording in
oh
the group?
yes. I will be uploading the recording here. Yeah, this. So in the email that I sent to you, so this is the email that all of you got, welcome email, where you have the Zoom link and the Google Drive link. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'll just, okay, where is this? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you got the Zoom link. So please join using the same Zoom link tomorrow also. The recordings and resources will be shared in the Google Drive. Once you click on the drive, so the drive access is given to the students who made the payment, but you can message me. I will give you the access for today and tomorrow for the people even who don't pay the pay. So Vamshi already created the day one folder today. So this is the notes, and then
I mean,
he's
I
going to
also
upload
shared
the
you some other notes as well, guys.
yes, and then this is the day two tomorrow. So please upload the day two. So like that we progress. So if you see the previous batch of AI,
Sir, in the same drive only, please upload that link so that everyone.
yes, we will be doing that one. Yes. So if you see the old batch, you see here. So Vamshi is uploading a day two. So all the sets, dictionaries, sessions, recording. Similarly, so this hands-on assignment, you will be doing it for rest of the week. Again, next weekend, we are going to learn, we will do the assignment. Learn, assignment. So like that, we are going to progress with the statistics, Python, supervised machine learning, multiple linear regressions, unsupervised, sample CVs and resumes towards the end. So like that, we progress for another 10 more weekends. Okay, team, and all of you will be having access to the Google Drive for next 1 year. If you see here, this is my drive, and if I just say this is the Agile drive, even if I just say, for example, uh, let's say December 23. So you still see the materials and recording December 2022. So my students, they still have access to this. We have the Azure DevOps, data engineering, cybersecurity. The cybersecurity batch just started 2 weeks back. And then you see the materials and recordings. So this is the week one. So we are going to learn all the tools, that HIPAA, GDPR, and all the stuff. So for each and every training program, we have live classes, materials, recording, hands-on assignments, the tools, the CV, LinkedIn, the interview guidance, full support by all means. And another good thing is you can join our classes multiple times without paying anything extra till you become confident. And you can ask questions in the WhatsApp group. There is a WhatsApp group I created December 25. Yeah, this is the WhatsApp group I created. You can message me on my WhatsApp number. I can add you to the WhatsApp group, and I share a lot of job opportunities as well. So this is the WhatsApp group I created, and the prompt communication will be there here. Okay, team. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer.
Adi, I don't have
Vamshi.
right to upload the file.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitin, message me your email ID. I will make you the editor so that you can upload.
Yeah, I'll send
Thank
it
you
up.
so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, I'll
Appreciate
do that
this.
one. Yeah. So when we say get started, Google, I'm a beginner here. I'm just giving a try. So I'm just using my Google account. Okay, continue. Maybe accepting the cookies.
Yeah, scroll down, sir. Yeah,
Windows,
here you can download Anaconda. Yes, you need to click on that.
Windows, yeah, download.
Yeah, it started downloading.
They started downloading, yeah. Shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
It started
Mm.
downloading one. Yeah, just select the operating system, Windows, Mac, because yeah, I just clicked two simple steps and it's downloading.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe accept
Something for
accept the
me, I think.
cookies. Maybe accept the cookies, or some pop-up might be blocking the download. Kindly check.
I checked. Yeah, I checked all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them, but that's okay. If you could
Oh,
leave it
okay.
there, we'll just download it from there.
I will. I
That's
will. I will
faster.
just leave it there, and I will upload in the drive.
Thank you so much, guys.
I
Really
I'll do
appreciate
that.
that. You guys have a
Yeah,
great
no
day. I
problem.
need to jump off now.
Yes, thank you. Anyone, could you please go through the syllabus once? What is covered each week?
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, okay,
Uh,
okay.
can you please share the screen, Vamshi?
Fine. This one. So as I told you, we start with Python programming and again, Python for data science and the data science kind of libraries, Python for data science and machine learning. So we go with NumPy, Pandas, and again, Matplotlib and Seaborn. So statistics and EDA part. So where I told you we'll be discussing about descriptive and inferential statistics and EDA part, exploratory data analysis, using different visualizations also. And then we'll go with machine learning after the statistics and EDA part. So where we'll learn supervised and unsupervised learning, both techniques here. So as part of supervised, the regression and classification algorithms, the fine-tuning methods, and model evaluation metrics and something. Okay, so again, the advanced algorithms like ensemble methods, unsupervised learning, clustering kind of concepts, then deep learning. Then we'll be going with the generative AI stuff here, right? On again, post this one. So Azure Cloud. So as I told you, right, Azure Machine Learning. So we'll be looking. Okay. So while we work itself, I'll tell you all this real-time kind of stuff. So post all this kind of things, right? We'll be doing two real-world capstone projects, both from the financial kind of domain. Okay. So this is our entire course here. So you also have that in the, the drive actually. I have also uploaded, shared to the drive. So do check it out, guys.
Anyone, any questions? Any support you guys need? Happy to do that. Tomorrow also, please join. Same time, same Zoom link.
Thank you. Python is sufficient, guys. No need of other languages. Python itself is enough. In Python, we'll be using different modules and libraries here.
Thanks, Vamsi. Thanks, Lakshmi.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank
yeah, we are
So
done
are we going
almost.
to access the recording on WhatsApp or what?
No, you will be accessing the recording on the Google Drive, miss. So if you can
How
message
are you going
your
to get to
email,
the Google Drive, if I
if
may
you
ask?
can message me on my WhatsApp, you have my WhatsApp number?
I do.
Okay, just say, hey, this is my email ID. What I'm going to do, I will be adding you to the email ID to the drive. So this is the, not this one, yeah. This, just 1 minute, December 25. So I'm going to give you the access to this, and then I will just select these two. I will add your email ID, and you will be able to access the reading materials, the recordings, the notes, everything. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
grateful.
So Aisha, I messaged my WhatsApp number +61 41 251 6364 is my WhatsApp number. Even if you open Google and just to give my number, the number has a lot of credibility. So it gives, Google gives a lot of pages, plenty of pages, you will get it just on my WhatsApp number. All right. Anyone, any final questions? Hope you got good value add for the time that you invested. And thank you very much for your valuable time. So please join along with your friends and encourage your family members also to join tomorrow's class. People will be learning Python. It will be very much interesting even for children as well. So bring your family members and children. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Vamshi. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you,
you
everyone.
all.
Thank you. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm stopping the recording.